Okay. Well, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. It's always fun to get together once a month. Of course, we get together, lots of us get together on Tuesday nights. If you haven't started to join us for that, I hope you'll consider it because we are each and personally growing because of that, and our teams are growing because of that. And sometimes people get on that call and you don't know they're there. I had that experience in talking with somebody this week, and she said, "Oh, I was on your call," and I was like, "Oh, you were?" So I just wanted to ask the question, do you realize that you're at the cool kids table? So one of the things that they said at the Pajama Regional is this is kind of like the lunchroom cafeteria where we get to sit at the cool kids table. And I thought that was really neat. And so my question is, who wants to be a cool kid? And then I would like to start off with some celebrations tonight because even though there aren't as many people on here as we would like, there's a lot of activity that's happened, and I want to recognize that. And then if people get on the recording, they'll realize that they've been a part of the greater good, right? So some celebrations are, Deb, you want to announce yours?
Yes, I'd like to congratulate Britt Cabot. She joined us in July and she made her HLP, and Britt's just doing a fabulous job. And I'd also like to just say a shout out for Jackie and for Kevin because they've re-engaged and they're just going like gangbusters.
That's great. Thank you for that. And then Terry, you had a celebration.
Yeah. I also have a new rep who made her HLP. She joined in July, beginning of July, and she's well on her way to her 2,000 plus, hopefully by the end of this month. So that's Leslie Bontello, and she has a new rep who we're helping along to get to his HLP. So yeah, we've been busy.
That's exciting, and plus we've moved into another state in the union, so that's
really great. They're both in Texas, so
yeah,
from New York to Texas.
Yeah, how fun is that? That's what makes this marketing plan super fun. And then Stacy Lynch is not on tonight, but I just finished doing a three-way call with her rep, who is Angela Schneider. They're both nurses in Georgia, and Angela finished her HLP this month, so that was exciting. And I had two people finish HLPs. One has family in town from Idaho, Jackie, and the other one has got her getting her daughter settled in college tonight. So they can't be with us. But the new team members that I particularly want to welcome are Cheryl Bohan, I think I'm pronouncing that right, and she is from New Jersey. I know, Sandy, you'll be excited about that. And Mary Fight, and she is local here. She has an insurance agency, so she got really tied up last week at the Miami County Fair in a booth, and so she's getting back into her normal routine. She's not with us tonight. And then Derek Lee, who is on Leslie's team. So we're excited that everybody that has said yes to our mission is here with us tonight. Just a couple of housekeeping things and announcements is our contest. So the contest is this month. It was Rising the Tide Lifts All Boats, and I think our team is a real example of that because everybody's rising the tide and it's supporting everybody else, and it's exciting and it's momentum. So I'm excited for all of you that are experiencing that. So let me explain the contest to you because we're also going to have a little change in how we do that next month. This has been on a weekly basis, and next month we're just going to collect all the points and report them the last day of the business month. And then we'll have the announcement of the winner of the conference ticket, and we'll give away 4 tickets or gift cards to the promotions people. As in all contests, you have to be at the conference to win. But, if you won 2 or 3 tickets on your own, you could gift that to somebody on your team. And so I encourage everybody to play full out because this is the activity that builds your business. So let me tell you what the parameters are. You get 1 ticket for having a guest at an event. An event can be going to coffee, it can be on a Freedom Revolution call, it can be on our Tuesday night call, and you get 1 ticket for a brand new trio customer. So if you did 5 trios last month, you get 5 tickets. And then you get 5 tickets for connection calls, 5 tickets if you sponsor an HLP or a virtual franchisee, like a Fast Track 2000, and you get 5 tickets for qualifying for the first time. So let me tell you who's playing all out, and that's Deb Corder. Deb Corder had 26 tickets this month, and there were other people that had tickets, but not as many as she did. So the odds were, guess who won the promotions card this week is Deb Corder. So congratulations for that. And then next week, at the end of the month, I'll give you all through the 31st or whatever that the last day, 31st is, and have everything turned in, and then we'll announce all that next week. And I don't get this announced on Sunday night because I'm often not here, and I actually have tickets, see, little tickets. So I gotta get stuff from you, write everybody's name on the ticket, put it in my little bowl, and I just don't get that done on Sunday night. So anyway, Deb's been working really, really hard, and I appreciate all that because it's inspiring and encouraging to all of us. So those things are the activity that's going to build your business. And so we're going to try to really watch our time because we have a 9 o'clock call with on the Freedom Revolution. If you don't know what that is, go to our Dreammaker page, and the Zoom number is in there. It's correct, by the way. And it's a doctor, a dentist, and the doctor's an OBGYN. There's a dentist, and there's a person that was a pharmaceutical rep, and a person who's a national marketing director that in her former life was a realtor. So all different kinds of professions being represented there tonight. But so I'm going to talk about conference in this portion of the call so that if we get long-winded at the end and need to cut it off, we haven't missed this piece of the conversation. So conference, when is that? It is October 18th through the 20th. And, you've got a week to work on getting drawn in our contest yet in September. And then you have the whole month of, August, and the whole month of September for another option. So lots of you are doing the activity. You're not turning in your points. I don't get that, but that's okay. I will say Deb is duplicating well because Britt had 13 tickets this week. So, and she's had a bunch of tickets before. Terry's had some tickets in the past. So there's all of that goes into, the pot for this month. So it's the 18th to the 20th of October. There is a new schedule this year. So on Thursday, you can even fly in Thursday morning. We'll save you the cost of a room on Wednesday night. Promotions will be open on Wednesday for anybody that wants to get there a day early. And then the National Marketing Director meeting is from 12 to 2. And then starting at 3 to 6 in the afternoon, that will be replacing what we used to do on Thursday night. It will be all kinds of updates, amazing speakers. They're bringing in some speakers from outside of Juice Plus this time that are real powerhouses. They're not letting the cat out of the bag as to who those people are. But that time from 3 to 6 in the afternoon is free to anybody you want. If you know somebody in the Tampa area, they can come to that for free. And maybe they come to that for free and they go, oh, that's pretty cool. Maybe I'd like to come back tomorrow.
Now you said that's on Thursday?
Pardon me?
That's on Thursday afternoon?
Yes, 3 to 6 on Thursday afternoon. Then Thursday night, we have not found the place because it's hard to find a place. But we're going to have our team dinner, and both Karen Ewald and Wendy are working on finding a place, and they're either too expensive or they're too far away. So I don't know what we're doing, but we're definitely doing something. And I'd like to find a time for us to get together, maybe Saturday morning before, just for breakfast or coffee or something before the day starts. We'd have to do it early, but just because I like to be together with you. And it's an opportunity for us to be together, just us, every 6 months. So is what I would like to do. So let's see. Dinner on Thursday night. Then Friday starts at 9 in the morning for the conference session, but at 7 o'clock on Friday morning is the prayer breakfast. It's going to be different this year. So we've had so much trouble getting all the people seated that want seats. So they're not going to do tables this time. They're going to do theater style seating, and they're going to have a buffet of all kinds of different complete shakes. And the cost is less. So the cost is $25 versus whatever it used to be, like 30 or something. It'll be $25 plus your Eventbrite fee. And I thought what I would do is I will go ahead, because I usually get what we used to do was a table that was 10 seats. So I will put in for 10 seats Thursday morning, and those seats will go, I mean, they'll be gone in less than 2 minutes. It's just crazy. Everybody gets on, we go in and try to do it. They open it up a day early for people who have had tables in the past, and it's still, sometimes you don't get one. So that's what I'm doing at 10 o'clock on Thursday morning. Don't call me at 10 o'clock on Thursday morning. Now, if we think we can have more than that, and you can let me know that by Wednesday night, then I'll buy whatever number of tickets, and then you can just pay me for them, okay? Because that's the only way we would get to sit together, is if we buy them as a group. So that's that part. Let's see. So then 9 to 12 is training, and that will be training and promotions and NMD speeches. They'll take a break. Maybe what we could do is actually get together at lunch that day, just us. I don't, hopefully there will be 10 or 12 of us. And if we get to do that, we get to, eat a little and hang out together a little bit. And, but the awards will be given Thursday night in the larger team setting. Now, so 2 to 4 in the afternoon that day, and then Friday night is the Elton Awards. We don't know whether I will be going to that or not this year. We'll just have to see how it shakes out. We're all working really, really hard, and we have people working towards 2,000 pluses this month. They could qualify next month. We have people who are working who are already VFs. They could qualify before the end of September. If so, I would be thrilled to represent you at the Elton Awards. Right now, I think last month, I can't remember if we had 8 or 9, and we just need 3 or 4 more. Saturday, again, is training and NMD speeches over at noon, and then the fun starts. So we have, and you've seen, I've posted the link, we're doing electric boat rides, and we have room for 70 people, and that includes the Ewald team, Wendy's team, and our team. And I'm not sure what the cost is. Those of us that are leaders didn't have to go into Eventbrite. They just took the tickets out, and I think we're helping offset the Eventbrite fees on that. Anyway, they'll be really fun. It's 3 hours riding up the river and down the river. You can get off and go into restaurants and do a variety of things, and I just think it'll be a ball hanging out. And I think we'll train Rick. They have to have like a driver trained, so I'm suggesting that we train Rick how to do that. And then just to know, Southwest is having huge, huge discounted fares, and I bought 3 tickets for us for like $600. That was about as cheap as it gets. Though I did see some other fairs that were even less on Southwest. So I hope you'll come. If it's not a category in your mind, I hope you'll make it a category, just because that's where it all happens, and that's where your vision happens. I had no clue as to who this company was or what the possibilities were. And the first time I went to a conference, it changed my life forever. And so even no matter what, it's going to change your life forever in a really positive way. So hope you will come and join us, and maybe you'll win a free ticket next month or this month. You get some points in. A tool that we've been using, how many of you can raise your hand, have seen or been using the 90-day game? I know Deb does, Jackie does, Terry does. Let me see who else. Sandy. Okay, the rest of you, I can't see you anyway. But so I want to just, I can get it to come up here, share that screen. Maybe yes, maybe no. Okay, can you see that? July 1st through September 30th? Yes, okay. So here's what's so cool about this. Every day they tell you what to do. You don't have to go think it up. And so a WOD is the work of the day. And you could just go down through here and copy this and paste it with the picture. You can copy that too. I didn't think their baby had been born yet, but maybe it has. And put that on your page, your Facebook page, and see if somebody wants to join us next Monday on the Zoom event. There's a really good one tonight. We know that. Tomorrow night there's another one. So how do you find out about those? Well, you scroll down a little bit farther. And so these are the events this week. This one was so, I don't know why they did it this way, but they did. So those are the people tonight at 9. And I'm excited to hear that one. Now let me make you go away. Revolution. Oh, here we go. 90-day game. This one, I think tomorrow night's going to be profound, because here's Dr. Michael Ewald. Let me pull that up. I don't know if you can see that. Guy Debut, he's, we're a part of his team. Mike Ewald, we're part of his team. Andre Tagliamonte, he and Michelle are sidelines, and Henry Lee is a sideline. So he's a great Gen Y guy. And then you've got your Wednesday night, you've got your Thursday. Just go in here and see what these people do, and then go find somebody that needs to hear their story. So I'm not going to go through all this because we got other stuff to do, but I really do encourage you to check into the 90-day game. It's never too late to get started. Okay, so what I want to do is let some of the people who were at the Pajama Regional share some little takeaways from that and what's working for them. And I'm going to ask that Deb, you would go first.
Thanks, Carolyn. Well, I have been doing a lot of the WODs, the work of the day. I go in there every morning and I try to do those. And it has just bolstered my confidence. So I know that I don't have to compete against anybody. I just go in and I get the activity done and then go on to my other stuff. So that's been a great thing. And then the Pajama Regional was a big event that we did. And Carolyn, do you want me to talk about any of the one-liners from that?
Yeah, if you have some one-liners, and also what you and Britt have been doing and what the activity is that you've been doing.
Okay, and speaking of the JP90, I added Jackie and Britt to that because they have been engaged, and I know Britt checks the schedule, and I know Jackie checks the schedule, and I know that they've been involved in calls and activities and trying to do their own things, which I'm so proud of both of them for doing that. It takes a lot to jump in there and do it when you're off by yourself, like Jackie is in Idaho, and like Terry is when we're by ourselves. So some of that is just jump in and do it and see where the Lord takes you. And that's one of the things that I found out when we were going through the Pajama Regional. It was just not thinking that you had to know so much as to make sure your heart is in the right place, not worrying about what your words are. So that's really important. The other thing that came across to me was building a team that's deep and wide. And one of the explanations was that thinking of a deck of 52 playing cards. And I never heard it explained this way, but for that deck to play a game, you need to have every card in that deck. And just like your team, you need to have every team member as part of that team to help make it all grow and go. So everyone's valuable, every card in the deck, every one of us. And sometimes that you think that you're comfortable, so you're kind of afraid to step out of your zone. But what we find out sometimes is the sooner you step away from your comfort zone, the sooner you find out, oh, maybe it wasn't so comfortable. I mean, like, for instance, for me, I know that I'm working on paying down debt from college, from kids and everything. It's not comfortable. So I'm fool myself into thinking I'm in my comfort zone when it's really not. So being brave and stepping away is a good thing. Learning to dream. That's because after we're conditioned to forget how to dream. But telling your story from the broken, imperfect parts in your heart and just being you, because everyone else is taken. So you have to be you. So I'm proud of Britt. I'm proud of Kevin has jumped back in. And I have to say for Kevin, it's probably because he has a new Y that's growing and will be due in February. And so I think he's got a new why to make his business start out. And he always knew it was important. He always believed in Juice Plus and the research. And Jackie, do you want to say anything about what you did?
Yeah, I would love that.
Thanks, Carolyn. Well, first off, I want to say that our Dream Maker team is awesome. And I won't go into so much of the history of my history with Juice Plus, but recently, my sponsor, who is awesome, had her ears open at one of the recent leadership calls and learned that there was another Juice Plus representative near where I live. And even though I have been posting on Facebook to a regional page, nobody responded. And I've had a little bit of a difficult time trying to make my business grow by myself. So in the process of finding out that there was somebody in my region, actually, 20 miles away, we got together. I met this new lady. Her name is Pam. And we started right away. She seemed to be very eager and excited to have a buddy as well. So we planned and we had a salad in a jar party. She had folks come and I had folks come and we had a lot of fun. Made some new relationships. And bottom line is I'm excited again. And that has been missing for me for a little while. So I'm hoping that with a buddy, with a partner, that I can establish some new relationships, step away, help our team be one of those cards in the deck that make a difference.
You're doing a great job, Jackie. And Britt has gotten really on the bandwagon too, and she has got such a heart of gold. Britt, are you there that you could tell a little bit about your party that you had at your house?
I could unmute her. Oh, she's still muted.
Britt, are you there?
I don't know, she's still muted. Why don't you tell about it, Deb?
Are you there, Britt? No?
Can you hear me?
Yep, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, it kept like unmuting and muting.
Okay.
It's just a little chaotic here right now. but yeah, we had a party and we had an extra guest come, and we had a good time. We had about 6 people.
We had about 6 adults and we had probably 7 or 8 kiddos. And so it was very lively and it was just so much fun. And Britt has talked to all these people before, except for one that was a guest of somebody. And they just had to hear it again from the next person. And as they were leaving the door, a couple of them said, oh, well, I wish my brother could hear this. And oh, I wish. And Britt said, you know, we have calls every Tuesday night. I was so proud of her for saying that. And Britt, can you tell about your conversation today at the grocery store?
Yeah, I ran into an old friend from high school, and she was buying Lysol because school starts here tomorrow. And she had said that her little one will get sick because of the other kids that are coming home from school. And she said, so she was buying Lysol, and I said, well, we Juice Plus and we do oils. And she's like, oh, I do oils too, but I've never heard of Juice Plus. Where can I buy that? And I said, well, you can't buy it anywhere. I said, but I'm a distributor. And I went in and told her just a short summary so that I didn't overwhelm her. We were at the grocery store and we had the kids and things. But so I plan on reaching back with her again and in the morning, actually, because of school starting. It was a little overwhelming tonight.
But I was so proud. She was so proud of her for doing that. And sometimes that's all it takes. And then knowing, okay, I've got these JP90 calls Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I have Tuesday nights. Every day of the week, we've got something that we can have in our back pocket to say, oh, if you can get on here. If not, we've got another day that we've got something. And then it's important to have our own events in our own house. The other night I had a wine and why not party, and it's just sometimes coming up with a different name. And I don't know if Kevin can talk right now, but he's one that said a BYOB party, build your own business, or BYOD, build your own dream party. And I said, those are fabulous, just new titles for old things.
Oh, I love it.
New enthusiasm. So great job, team.
That's great. I love to hear all this stuff. I hadn't heard it all before, so that's really fun. Thank you. Okay, Sandy, you were at the Pajama Regional too. Would you be willing to share a couple things that, well, and it's not just the Pajama Regional. She has another little story to share of some stuff that we've been doing together that I think is just really, really cool.
Well, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to share on what the dream robbers are. You know, they always say dream and dream big and all that. And of course, this is the Dream Maker team, but the dream robbers are fear and failure and frazzled brain. And I've had all those. So the fear, to combat fear, what feeds fear is inactivity. And to combat fear, we need to act. We need to act and we need to ask. So decide that fear will not dictate my decisions anymore. Those decisions will lead to purpose, and you act. Just do 3, 2, 1, go. Just act. Just do it. Just go say the whatever. Just go to contact the person, make the phone call, whatever. Just do it. Do something. And just because you're afraid, don't hang back. Ask for help. Now, I don't know if you guys are like this, but I am like this. I love to help people. If you're a helper person, you get a high from helping people. The helper's high. I mean, people have said that before. And so we help somebody else, we feel that way, but give somebody else that opportunity to help you. You know, reach out to people and say, do you know anybody? Would you host a wellness party for me? You know, and ask them to help you. And that's huge too. The second one was failure. Failure is actually just a teacher, and it's the best teacher. You ask, what went wrong? What would I do differently next time? And who can help me with it? So, you know, realizing that failure is not something to fear. And also just recently we had a call that said, yes is the goal, but no is the way that you get there. You know, so I thought that was just great. because people will say no, and really a lot of times it means not yet because they don't know what they don't know yet. And then to combat frazzled brain, you do need silence. You need some set apart time for silence. You need to breathe, and you need to focus. And they had the breathing on there. Everybody takes a really deep cleansing breath from the diaphragm and then let it out slowly, and do that at least 3 times to really start getting your brain clear. So that was neat. And then to focus, to get clear on what you want, and to schedule and protect that focused time, which is what I'm so bad at doing. So the scheduling and protecting that time is what I need to do. And today there were calls that I didn't take because I had scheduled and protected that time. So that was cool. Another thing I loved that they said was talking about shining on people. You know, we've talked before about keep dripping on people. Well, that's water torture. So we need to shine on people. And it's said this is a business of fun-loving, like-minded, shiny people. And I love that because it's so true. And so that leads into the other thing that I wanted to say. Carolyn and I did a connection call on Thursday, and it was so amazing. I was talking to a new customer, and she had really good results. So we were talking, and she had some questions, and I said, hey, would you mind if I brought Carolyn in on this call? My friend Carolyn. She said that'd be fine. So Carolyn, joined our Zoom call, and that was the magic. That was the missing piece. She needed to hear all this stuff, but she needed to hear it from Carolyn and not from me. And it was just, I don't know what it is, but when I've done connection calls, they're always good. And I don't know why I don't think to do them more often, but I will now. We're going to have another one tomorrow morning. So just go ahead and do it. It was really neat to hear her enthusiasm about the results that she had, and she's been on Juice Plus for less than a month, and she's already had great results. And now she's looking at joining the team. And then the other thing is always just keep talking to people and don't get discouraged. Just stay in contact. There's another person who this afternoon texted me and asked about getting started, and she's really excited about it. So I had a call with her. She wanted to know some numbers, and that's why we're doing a connection call with Carolyn tomorrow morning. But I thought at first she was one of those people months ago that I would text and she wouldn't respond. So I was like, okay, she was enthusiastic, but she dropped off the face of the earth. Sometimes they don't stay dropped off. Sometimes they come back. So one of the things from the Pajama Regional was don't make assumptions. Oh no, this was from the call last Monday. Don't make assumptions about why people don't respond. And that was an excellent thing because she just got really busy, and that's why she hadn't responded. But now she's ready. So just don't give up on things and don't get discouraged about it. Learning to manage your disappointments and stuff. But anyway, so that's all I had.
Well, the neat thing too about that call was it gave her an opportunity to share her story and experience what that's like to share your story. And so that was obviously just a travel way for me to say, gosh, this is an amazing story. Would you want to have the opportunity to share it with other people? And so we invited her to the Tuesday night call. I just flat out invited her to the team. And I think one of the places that we're weakest is inviting to the team. Mm-hmm. So if you're not comfortable with that, let's do a 3-way call. I did one right before this event tonight, and they're magic. I don't know what it is, but they're totally magic. So I want to be done here in just a minute. So we're going to close, and I just want to mention a couple things. We're making a huge difference in people's lives. We're not just some old direct marketing sales company. We're a company that changes people's lives. If we're faithful to the activity and we let go of the outcome, people's lives are going to be changed. And that's a huge responsibility. It's also a huge gift and opportunity. And I'm so honored to be able to do that. And every time I get to share my story, I'm so thankful that I'm here to do that. And so I would ask, who do you know that needs some seeds of hope planted in their life, whether it's their health or their finances? And that's what we do. We give people hope. Juice Plus was my hope in a capsule 13 years ago when I began the journey that I didn't think I wanted to be on, which has actually saved my life, probably. And we give people hope when we listen to their stories, like when we did that three-way call or that connection call. I think she was encouraged because she got to share her story. And so we need to offer them the hope to dream, which most of us have forgotten how to do. So at any rate, this was something that David Beavers closed the Pajama Regional with, and I loved what he said. He said, Juice Plus is a community of people who get to do what they love for people they love, with people they love. So who do you love? So I'm going to turn the recording off. I do want to have another housekeeping thing to do, but I want to close with that thought.